Hi, and welcome to my channel. My name is Amanda, and we're about to kick off Sudoku Race Decides My Reading Pages, or something like that. I don't know exactly what I'm going to call it, but I am about to screen record myself playing Sudoku, and I'm going to be timing it. We're all going to be timing it together and get to see, how long it is. And then I'm going to have to read pages tomorrow based on whatever this number is. Now, the way I'm going to work it is the minutes and the seconds won't really make a difference as far as the page numbers go. It's literally going to be 142 pages if it takes me a minute and 42 seconds, or 479 pages if it takes me 4 minutes. They won't be 79 seconds. So 4 minutes and 49 seconds is going to be 449 pages, which means I'm not going to have to read more than 60 pages without it going to the next hour. So maybe I could just do it total minutes. I might like that better because then we'll get 70s, 80s, 90s, things like that. So that's what I'm going to do. Never mind, rule change. I'm going to be playing Sudoku, and however many minutes it takes me to finish it, not minutes, seconds, sorry, however many seconds it takes me to finish it is how many pages I have to read tomorrow. And I am doing it on hard mode. Okay, so I was not timing it. I wasn't looking at anything. I did make a few more mistakes than I usually make, but also I was trying to go faster than I usually do. Y'all, it took me 4 minutes and 22 seconds, as you saw, which means 4 times 60 is 240 plus 22, 4 minutes, 22 seconds is 262. So I'm going to be reading 262 pages. Maybe I should be reading 422 pages. I don't know. Y'all can let me know what y'all think about it. This is what we're going to do. However, I am going to make it a little bit harder on myself because 242 pages is not very difficult for me to read. So half of my pages need to come from physical books. And the main 2 physical books that I'm reading for the month of December is Spy Family, Volume 11, and Strange Pictures. So I am going to keep up with it. Tomorrow I need to read 131 pages physically, and then, or on ebook. And I do have an ebook that I'm reading. It's called Hat Trick. I'll put it over here. And I have under 200 pages left. I'm not sure how much, but I will update y'all tomorrow when I have read my 131. And then I'm on audio. Before I tell you about the audio, let's go back to the physical. I also need to read 11 and 12. So 12 is behind me on the shelves back there. I will trade it out when I get done with it. And I have a couple of saga issues to read as well, and I have those physically. And then for audio, I kind of can read whatever I want to. I needed to read a Libby book before it was returned, and I did that one. And so now I'm kind of like whatever I want to read. So I think I'm going to read Life's Too Short. This will finish up my trilogy, the Abby Jimenez trilogy I've been reading. And so I think I'll start that tonight. I'm probably going to read more than 131 pages, which is not going to be the biggest challenge of this. The biggest challenge is going to be physically reading. So that, though, is the first game and how it went. And I am going to see y'all in the morning. But first, I'm going to share a video that I took today of me and our new kitten, Harvey. This is Harvey. And she was purring for the first time. Not the first time. The first time I got it on video. And so I just want to share it with y'all tonight. And otherwise, I'll see y'all in the morning or tomorrow afternoon, whenever I'm ready to update you on how the reading has been going. Okay, so as you can tell, I read a little bit of Strange Pictures this morning, sitting here with Django and the recliner with the Christmas lights in the background. That was a lot of fun. I am on page 29 in Strange Pictures. Oh my gosh. It is so intriguing already. Like, I want to know what's happening and what's going on with these pictures and the story. It sounds like, I thought each chapter was going to be a different story, but I don't think that's true. I don't know. We'll find out. But I want to cut this book apart. These pictures have numbers on them, and I want to cut it apart and put them in the right order, because they're not in the right order based on the numbers, but maybe the numbers aren't supposed to be numerical. I don't know. Anyway, I have definitely not read very many pages today. I started on page 13 and I'm on page 29. So that's 16 pages out of the 131 that I need to read today. However, I did also bring my Spy Family book up here, and I might switch to that because that'll go a lot faster than Strange Pictures. I also could read Saga as well, but first I have to go get Wesley from work and eat some lunch, and then I'll decide what I'm doing. Okay, it is my check-in, and I get to play the game again for today. So I don't think I really had a plan yesterday when I did this, and so I thought I was going to have to run a timer on the screen, but not Peach. What's the other one's name? Harvey. Harvey's here to say hi. Hello, Harvey. Harvey came up here and napped on me today. I shared that with y'all already. Y'all saw it, but oh my gosh. I'm trying to get her face in the camera. Here we go. She didn't want to do anything but climb up my arms. Okay, there you go. Bye, Harvey. So anyway, I made a bad decision last night. Oh, I read my 131 pages on audio. It's so simple, which I knew it would be. That was not the problem. Here's the problem. Here's the main problem. My sleep. So it says that I got 4 hours and 11 minutes of sleep. My goal is 6.5 hours. My goal actually is 7 hours, but for this, my goal is 6.5. I went to sleep at 4:49 a.m. and I slept until 9:27. I could not fall asleep last night. And I was on my phone. I was reading, like I said, on audio. Harvey's back. But every time I pick her up, she comes up here. She climbs up here on me. And then when I pick her up, she just jumps. Anyway, she did go sit in the window today for a little bit. I don't have a good place for her to lay up there yet. I'm working on it. But she did go up there. But she came and napped on me today, which I loved. Also, she continues to step on my keyboard. So I have to remove the keyboard every time she comes up here and get it out of the way. Or she just pushes buttons on the keyboard like crazy. It just pushes everything. She's messed my computer up twice today. Anyway, that doesn't matter. Let me update y'all on what I have read today. So I did read, I've already put it back on the shelf. Saga is over there. I read 2 Saga issues, and that was 48 pages, which really helped me. And I don't have that tomorrow, but I have not read any of Spy Family yet. So hopefully tomorrow I can read some Spy Family, and that will help me. So I did read Strange Pictures, but I only read 16 more pages. I started on page 13 and I went to page 29. But it's good though. It's good. I want to keep reading it, but we watched the first episode of Stranger Things season 5 tonight, and I just kept reading up there on my Kindle because I had my phone with me, but I didn't have Strange Pictures books. So I continued with Hat Trick, and I read from page 335 to 376, which is 41 pages. So altogether, I have read 105 pages today, and I have 26 pages left to meet my goal of 131 pages for the day. I'm going to go upstairs and continue to read Hat Trick, which I don't know why I showed it to y'all. It's not on my phone. I don't know why I picked my phone up. The cover's not on there. But I'm going to finish my 26 pages that I need to read in Hat Trick tonight. And then we'll see what I have to do tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I'm going to play it right now. And I guess maybe this is a good time for me to talk to y'all about the way that I am doing our viewer reads in the new year. I am going to be playing one game every month, and that one is specifically going to be the viewer game, and we'll see how it's going to go. I think for January, what I'm going to do is out of all the prompts that I get during the game, you can pick any two prompts that you want for it, you can pick. And those will be the viewer prompts. Or what I might do is I will play whatever game I'm playing and the final two prompts are y'all's. But either way, we're doing two prompts this year because we're doing the book club. So I'm going to keep it where kind of the assignment for you guys is to read 3 books every month. But one will be the book club book and the other 2 will be the prompt books for the TBR game that I'm going to be playing. So that's kind of how it's going to go. I was hoping that today would be shorter, and it was not. It was 5 minutes and 25 seconds. No mistakes. Wow. All right. Let me get the calculator out again. That's 325 pages divided by 2 is 162 pages. God, 131 was so hard today, and I'm not even finished with it. I have 26 pages left. Okay. 162 pages tomorrow. Let me write that down. Okay, so I'm going to make a plan, but the first plan is I'm going to read Spy Family. So tomorrow, if I finish this whole Spy Family book, that's got to be at least 100, right? Where's the end of this? Because there's always a bonus. Oh, there's not a bonus this time. Mission 75 starts on page 181. So I'm going to read as much as possible of this tomorrow for my 162 pages. That will be the easiest way to do this. Oh my gosh. This is way harder than I thought it would be. I mean, I wish I could just say, let me read 325 pages however I want to, because I can definitely do that on audio tonight and tomorrow. Well, after midnight tonight. Hopefully, I'm not going to be up a lot after midnight tonight, but I might. Ugh. Aw. I don't know if Peach has been back there playing the whole time, but that's Peach. And I see that Harvey has a piece of plastic that I specifically brought down here because I was like, she's going to like how that crinkles. And she did. So she's batting it around on the floor and playing with it. Okay, that is my check-in for tonight and my assignment for tomorrow. Bigger than today. How about tomorrow I get an easier puzzle that I can solve faster and I don't have to have these problems. And yeah. I mean, still no mistakes, but it's annoying. Okay. Also, y'all can leave me tips if y'all solve Sudoku puzzles in a different way than I do. I would like to know about it. And also, if you think that I'm just really slow, I want to know that too, because I have nothing to compare it to other than when it pops up and it's like, you completed this before 92% of people. But I'm like, is that because other people are doing things and then like casually playing this game? I don't think other people are timing themselves like I am for this, because when I'm doing this, when I'm not doing this, I'm not timing myself about it. So that's weird. Oh, I have 2 things to show you. I got 2 things in the mail today. Also, I know y'all saw all those things popping up on my thing because I left my notifications on, and Discord notifications popped up, text messages popped up. Laura and I are making a plan for something we're going to film. And so we were doing that. Anyway, today in the mail, I got 2 books that I had pre-ordered. So first of all, we all knew about this one already. So here it is, Snake Eater by T. Kingfisher. I actually bought this on audio and ordered a physical copy. It's because I want to have the physical copy to go on my shelf. But this is not as long as I thought it was going to be. Also, Wesley saw it and he said, that's a cool cover. I was like, yes, it is. So anyway, that's Snake Eater. The other thing I got, the 20th anniversary Insider's Guide to the Black Dagger Brotherhood. I'm really excited about this. This is a nonfiction book, but I think it has maybe some stories in here. I'm not sure. I've literally not even opened it up and flipped through it. But the very beginning, the introduction says, thank you. That's the beginning, middle, and end of this section. Actually, that's the whole point of the second Insider's Guide, is to say thank you. So this was written by J.R. Ward, of course. And wow, the intro is really long anyway. But she's talking about how she used to be a lawyer and what her corporate job was like before she quit to write. She wrote this little forward thing, or this intro, July 31st of 2025. So I love that I got this book. I cannot wait to get my cat cam set up. My members are named it last night the Kit Kat Cam. And so I'm going to point it over at the thing. They're actually over there playing on the cat castle, cat tower, whatever it's called. So I'm going to get a second webcam that I can have in here. And when they're over there, I can activate it. And then when they're not there, I can turn it off. So we're not just staring at an empty camera. But anyway, I'm excited to do that. And I think that is it for my check-in tonight. I got these 2 new books, pre-orders that I'm very happy about. And now I'm going to go put them on my shelf back there behind me and hopefully get to read them soon. And then I'm going to go read these physical pages, well, ebook pages, so that I can finish my goal for tonight and get ready for the ridiculous goal that I have tomorrow. I might need to be easier on myself the next time I do this, but it's okay. It's okay. Just don't do it when I have such a busy week. That was my own fault. Anyway, I'll see y'all tomorrow and I'll stop complaining about something I've done to my own self. Both of the cats are sleeping in their cat tree here in my office. They've been over there playing and then they just laid down and went to sleep. And now I'm going to sleep. Okay, it is 8:37 at night. I finished Hat Trick, which is, I'll put it over here. I finished Hat Trick. This was so stinking good. 506 pages. And I was on 407 last night when I stopped reading. I read from 376 to 407 last night. So I ended up hitting my over 131 pages. I took a screenshot of it. I added it all up like right at midnight last night where I was. And then I took a screenshot of my calculator and I was at 136. So I got to 136 pages before midnight last night. You can see at the top, it says yesterday at 11:57 p.m. That's when I took the screenshot. So today, all I have read with my eyeballs is Hat Trick. And so I have read 99 pages. So I need 63 more pages. And I just went through and put my bookmark in here. So this is the Spy Family book that I'm about to start reading. And I need to read this much right here, this part. And if I can read that, I'll be at 63 pages. And I can definitely do that. There's an Arkansas basketball game on upstairs. Ron's already watching. I'm going to go up there and watch/read for a little while up there and I will be done. So I need to play the game to see how long I have to read tomorrow. And I have so many videos to film and edit tomorrow that I really need this number to be low. It's the last one last night. I've done it one night. I've almost done it tonight. I'm going to do it tonight. There's no way that I don't finish that Spy Family. I still have 4 hours before midnight. So for sure, I'm going to finish it. Not too sure about tomorrow though. So this time, while I'm playing the game, I'm going to show y'all some videos, recent videos that I have taken of the cats playing and of Harvey especially being all over me. She's the sweetest. She is the cutest. I was sitting here reading and she just came and climbed up here. Django's asleep here too. We're all sitting in the chair. She's been sleeping. And then she'll roll around. Oh, a big kitty yawn. And she'll roll around for a minute and then she'll lay back down, but she's just purring the whole time. And then she'll decide to fight me. I do have a cut right there. You can see it. My only scratch so far. But she's trying to give me another one. Anyway, back to reading. Okay, that felt faster that time. Oh, well, switched glasses. That felt faster that time, but I don't know what it was until I get through watching the stinking ads that I have to skip to be able to see my score. 3 minutes and 41 seconds. That was faster than yesterday. All right. 3 minutes and 41 seconds is 221 seconds, which means divided by 2 is 110, 110.5. I'm rounding down for myself. Only have to read 110 pages tomorrow. So once I start this, I'll be right here. And if I finish Spy Family tomorrow, that's going to put me in a really good place to see what else, however many pages I have left to do. And since I finished Hat Trick, I don't have a Kindle book to read right now. So I have to go find a new Kindle book, and I'll be starting that tomorrow as well. So things are looking good for the last day. I'm glad that I was able to finish that one faster. It felt like it was taking forever at one point, and I was like, oh my gosh, am I going to finish this before 5 minutes are up? So anyway, it felt faster once I got going there at the end. Anyway, y'all, I will come back tomorrow and report, and then y'all can tell me what y'all think about doing the Sudoku race and how I need to do it. But this has definitely been challenging. I was a little concerned at the beginning. I know I said that it wouldn't be challenging if I was just going by pages that I had to read, because 221 pages is easy for me to do in a day if I'm doing it on audio. But it's hard to even hit half of that if I'm doing it with my eyeballs. So I'm going to go finish this. I'll check in with y'all tomorrow, make sure that I finished mine for today, and then we'll start on the 110 for tomorrow. I'm so excited that I don't have to read as much tomorrow. It's officially over and done. And guys, I blew it out of the park today. 163 pages when I only needed to read like 111. How much was I supposed to read? I didn't even write it down, but y'all just saw it. And it was less than that, and I did it. So here's the most amazing part to me. Let me show you guys what I did. Okay, first of all, I finished this ebook, Hat Trick, that I was reading. I got completely done with it. I read 2 issues of Saga during this experiment. I read the entire volume 11 of Spy Family. So incredibly good. I finished that tonight. That's what gave me the majority of my points. Pages, and I am on chapter 2 of Strange Pictures. I finished chapter 1. Incredibly weird. I want more answers from chapter 1, and if chapter 2 moves into a completely new story without finishing, like giving me answers on chapter 1, I'm going to be angry. Not chapter 2, but like the whole book. If the book never comes back to chapter 1, I'm going to be mad. Anyway, I feel like we're going to get satisfaction from this, because this was so many people's favorite books. And in one of the readathons that I'm participating in, it's actually a host pick. So that will be nice. But we are calling this first Sudoku race a success. I have never paid attention so much to the pages that I am reading, and physically or with my eyeballs. And so it's been so interesting. And I told Ron last night when I was finishing up Hat Trick last night. And so I was sitting upstairs and I was reading on my ebook, and I said to him, like, I forgot how much I love to just sit down and read, because I never let myself do it because my brain says that's not productive. I'm trying to work really hard on that mindset shift. So let me know what you guys thought about this, our inaugural time doing the Sudoku race. Let me know what other little tweaks or different varieties or variations I could do on this, because I would love to do it once a month. I think it's so much fun, and it really gets me reading the ebooks and the physical books that I need to focus on. And I got through 3 of my graphic novels for my 50 before 50. That's fantastic. So, and the Hat Trick was a secret project that I'm working on for a video coming up in January. And this is on my TBR for the month, and I needed to read it. So I am in a groove to keep going with it. I will definitely be doing that on some sprints coming up this weekend. So that is really it. I had such a fun time with this. If there's any kind of little puzzle emoji, it might just have to end up being like a jigsaw puzzle piece, and that's okay. But if you find any other puzzle emojis, leave those for me down below. Let me know your thoughts on this, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.